Rogoni. And as we usher him in, his affidavit is to be found at volume 2 at pages 1 to 50. Volume 2 of the County Assembly's documents, pages 1 to 50.
Okay. I, Honorable Kiprotich Rogony, do solemnly swear that the evidence that I shall give before the Senate in respect of the matters before the Senate shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Thank you, Rogoni, and good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Kindly introduce yourself with your full names and what you do for a living and how you are associated with the motion before the Senate.
Thank you. My name is Honorable Kiprotich Rogony. I'm the member of County Assembly representing Sigawet Ward in Sigawet Sub-County, Sigawet Soin constituency.
You also confirm that you are the mover of the motion before Senate today?
Yes.
And you prosecuted the same before the County Assembly?
Yes.
Do you also confirm that the motion met the threshold under Section 33 of the County Governments Act and the standing orders of your Assembly?
Yes.
How so? How did it meet the threshold?
We voted, when the vote was called, we voted, the members voted 33 of the 47. Threshold is 32 members of the County Assembly.
So you confirm that the threshold was met?
It was met.
Thank you. You have been, because of limitations of time, I will go straight to the issues. You were present before Senate yesterday, rather you must have watched, and you were accused of having called one of the MCAs and bragging that you voted on their behalf, and there was an audio that was played to that effect.
I followed the proceedings, and there was an audio that was played.
Let me ask the question. Was that you in that audio that made those utterances?
No.
Have you at any given time talked to that member of County Assembly making those brags?
I don't recall. I've never spoken to him on the subject matter that was played out in this Senate.
So you confirm that you did not call the honorable member making those allegations?
I didn't.
And as a matter of fact, did you vote for this member of County Assembly or any other member of the County Assembly?
I only voted for myself. I never voted for anybody else.
Are you aware of any instances where one member of the County Assembly might have voted for another?
It was impossible because from the link, if you voted, once you voted once, it becomes inactive. So you cannot vote twice.
Thank you. Indeed, look at volume 1 of the governor's documents at page 261. Volume 261 of the governor's response. Volume 1 rather, page 261. There is a certificate of electronic evidence.
Yes.
Are you on that page?
See? Yes.
Is the number provided therein your number?
It is incomplete. It's not mine.
It is not your number?
Yes.
For record purposes, kindly tell the honorable senators what your number is that you ordinarily use and how many numbers you have for that matter.
I have only one number. My number is 0724 290 295.
Is that the number that appears on that electronic certificate of electronic evidence?
It is not.
Thank you. That is at page 261 of volume 1 of the governor's response, at paragraph 2. Volume 1 of the governor's response, page 261, at paragraph 2. What would you say then of the member who accuses you of having called them, confirming that you voted for them?
The claims by the member, I can say, is malicious because even from the audio, I could not even tell who the person he was talking to was. So I wasn't the one he was talking to.
Thank you. You have been following proceedings in this impeachment process. Most of the grounds have been covered by witnesses who came before you, so I will limit your evidence to the remaining issues. Let us go to the issue of the Londiani accident and how you allege the governor of having misappropriated funds that were donated for the victims. First of all, confirm how many members of the public lost their lives during that unfortunate accident.
From the report of the ADO committee, 52 members were lost in the accident.
How many others were injured?
From the report, 77 others were injured.
Were you a member of that committee?
I was not.
You are not. But are you familiar with the findings of the report?
I am aware because the report was tabled before the House and I was part of the people who were present.
Thank you. Let us play County Assembly's videos, KCAV 8. KCAV 8 of the County Assembly's videos, kindly.
Takes to ensure that the victims are compensated properly. I must admit that having looked into the circulation of social media and having also asked about the money that is still there, the committee confirms to me that progressively they've been giving out money, and they've been giving out money to the victims and even the families that have continued to be identified, and even those that are still in the hospital, and they've been progressively doing that. They have also indicated to me that there is still money that are yet to be dispatched. And in the process of this, we have border borders that were affected, and they have indicated to me that they are also in the plans of giving out money to the border borders, those who are affected, and also dispatching money to those who were not been given. To address this, I'm taking an immediate action. And before I do that, I want to confirm here to the public that I had said the hospital bills will be met by the county government of Kericho. The position is still the same. That is a commitment from me as the governor of this county. The medical expenses, and what I mean by expenses, I mean the treatment of the patients. We have patients in the hospital, normally you pay for the doctor, you pay for the beds, and we have continued to say, and I still indicate here today, that medical bills will still be met by the county government of Kericho. Those that were in the mortuary, we waived the mortuary fee, we waived it to zero, and there is no money that families paid or that were paid for the same, because we waived more than 2 million at Londiani Hospital. It is therefore then, based on the circulation that has been there in social media, I would wish to indicate as the governor today that there is no money that should be paid to Londiani Hospital or Kericho Revaro Hospital. The money belongs to the victims, it belongs to the survivors. And I have directed today to the committee that they need to step out, make sure that whatever money they still have be paid immediately and promptly.
Thank you.
We
can stop there. The governor is alluding to a committee that is in place. What was this committee that he was alluding to, that he's seeking to direct on what to do?
You will recall when there was a whistleblower on the issues of this fund. The Speaker formed another committee that was led by the Honorable Moses Rotich, MCA, Tendeno Soget. Now, the governor came up with a committee of his own. Now, this is the committee he's talking about.
Who are members of that committee?
I cannot recall the names of all of them, but now there is also a committee formed by the governor and the county commissioner that was led by the then county secretary, Dr. Wesley Bor, and the county commissioner being a co-chair.
And who appointed this committee?
The governor himself.
The governor himself. It is the same committee that the governor is seeking to direct on how to use the funds, correct?
Yes.
So would you say that the governor was in control, in charge of this committee?
He was purely because of the...
Just yes or no?
Yes.
Will you say he is or he is not?
He is in charge of the committee.
Thank you. And we have seen the governor confirming that no money will be paid to any hospital and that the money that was donated was meant for the victims, correct?
That is true.
What did the committee investigating how these funds were used?
So the other committee discovered that there were minutes drawn by the same committee that we talked about, led by Dr. Wesley Bor, where the victims were paid slightly below 5 million. That's almost 5 million. And the rest of the monies were expended. We will have a list.
Kindly take us specifically to that part of the report.
So it is found in my affidavit, page 44.
Page 44, that is what you said, but we want to look at the report itself.
Volume 2.
Volume 2. At what page?
Page 44.
No, we're not looking at your affidavit, Rogoni. We want to look at the actual report.
Okay, the report is in...
Have you seen the report?
So, in page 58 of volume 4B, the committee was able to establish the following findings: that each victim, those who are alive, were paid 60,000, and that is 52 of them.
Before we go to the amount paid to the victims, how much was raised in total as per the committee?
14 million. 13 million in form of cash and 935,000 M-Pesa. There was a pay bill.
Was there a specific pay bill or bank that these funds
It was a pay bill.
And where were these funds supposed to be deposited? Any bank account?
There was a Kericho County donation account that was opened. So the pay bill number was 8062001. Account title is Londiani Accident Victim Support.
Thank you. So what were the findings of the committee in terms of how the 14 million was spent? Can you take us to the specific page where
now,
the committee...
Page 61.
How was the money spent?
So this is how the money was spent. The other committee was able to find that 48 families have received 90,000, that is 4.3 million. 8 survivors have been compensated for 80,000. That makes a total of 4.8 million. Now, there was an expenditure.
Thank you. Before you go there, let me ask you the question. Other than paying the victims 90,000 each,
yes,
was the money used in any other way?
Yes.
Contrary to the governor's direction?
Correct.
How was it utilized?
Kericho Referral Hospital, that is Kericho District Hospital, received 2,037,524. Londiani Hospital, 1,534,190. Supertrix, these are tents at Londiani Stadium. This was during the fundraiser, and 2.945 million. Supershine, tents at Ray's Hotel, 411,000. And we have Ray's Hotel lunch for 100 people, 100,000. PSM, those are the ward administrators and the rest, printing and refreshment, 423,000. County Commissioner, fuel and meal allowance for the team, 300,000. So we have the damaged motorcycles, 300,000, and that brings a grand total of 13,540,714. What was left in the account is 112,296. And remember, they have not added what was in the pay bill.
Thank you. So what percentage in your assessment went to other expenses other than compensating the victims, contrary to the wishes of the donors?
So nearly 10 million shillings went to other expenses out of the 14 million that was raised. And that is nearly 60%, 60-65.
Let's go to volume 4D at page 57. Volume 4D of the County Assembly's documents at page 57. Were you able to collaborate from bank statements that indeed the monies were spent
yes.
in other ways other than compensating the victim? Let us go to page 60 of volume 4D.
That is true.
Confirm from, first of all, page 57, in whose name is that account?
Kericho County donation account.
Was that where monies in respect to?
This is where all the monies from the fundraiser were deposited in.
Page 4, volume 4D, Honorable Senators, at page 57. Go to page 60, and I want you to look at the last transaction. Page 60 at the last transaction.
The third last.
The last transaction.
Oh, the last transaction.
At page 60.
Yes.
Tell us what is the nature of that transaction and whether you know who the person that transacted was.
Fernandez Korir, who is a signatory to this account.
And what role does he play in the county?
Is the Director Finance.
Is he the CFO?
CFO. That's okay. He's the Deputy Director, but CFO.
How much was withdrawn in cash?
423,000.
Can we go to the second last transaction on the same page?
Supertrix Limited Entertainments.
Was that the same company that you had discovered supplied tents and was supposed to be paid?
Yes,
how
in
much?
Londiani Stadium, 2,945,000.
Let's go to page 61.
61.
The second from the top. 61 of the same volume.
There's a withdrawal.
From who?
By Fernandez K. Korir.
How much?
300,000.
Let's go to the third transaction on the same page.
This is a withdrawal again.
By who?
Leonard Oti.
The amount?
100,000.
Let's go to the fourth transaction on the same sheet.
It's a withdrawal again.
How much?
By Leonard Oti, 300,000.
Council for the County Assembly, keep your eye on the clock. Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Maybe perhaps at this juncture, I would seek for your indulgence to be just given 10 more minutes to complete with this witness. I will be able to shorten my examination.
Very well. 10 more minutes.
Thank you. What is the nature of that transaction?
It's a withdrawal.
Yes.
Of 300,000.
300,000.
By Leonard Oti.
Who is Leonard Oti?
This is a signatory to this account, and this is an employee of the county government of Kericho.
In what capacity?
He is an accountant.
He's an accountant. Are these people who are appointed by the governor to sit in this committee?
I believe this is part of the team that sat in the committee of the Londiani.
At the beginning of your testimony, did we see the governor saying that you'll direct the committee on how to utilize the money?
We saw the governor.
So do you then think that the governor was aware or ought to have been aware of the transactions that took place in this account?
This squarely puts, the statement of facts to the governor, because he committed that all the monies raised were meant for the victims, but up to 9 million cannot be accounted for.
Thank you. Did you have an opportunity to visit Londiani Hospital and any other hospitals that these monies are purported to have been paid to?
The ADO committee paid a visit to Londiani Hospital, Kericho referral, and even up to Nakuru, where most of those patients were referred to.
What was unearthed from their physical interaction with these hospitals?
Most of those hospitals, they had not, and they were never paid the amounts that they have been, that is indicated in the report to have been paid to these facilities.
So in your assessment, how much money from the donated amount never got its way to the victims?
9 million shillings.
To date, has the governor explained to your satisfaction or even to any level of satisfaction how that money was spent?
Even after the report has been produced, the governor has never given any explanation.
And when was the report produced and forwarded to him?
In 2023, that is the month of August.
2023, the month of August. So was this motion in anticipation of the report, or it was the report that came earlier?
It is the report that came earlier. And remember, this motion, the motion to impeach the governor in the precious impeachment, this motion featured as one of the grounds.
What were the specific recommendations you sent to the governor in respect of the handling of this fund?
That the monies that were meant for the victims, which the governor honored to ensure the victims were paid, was never paid. We requested the governor to investigate and ensure all the monies that were meant for the victims and the families that lost the loved ones was paid.
I am made to understand that the specific officials that were highlighted as having misappropriated this fund subsequently went to court to seek injunctive orders against the implementation of this report, correct?
Yes, they anticipated disciplinary action.
Just a minute. Is that true or not?
That is true.
Who were the parties of that case?
It was once Dr. Bor, there is a CEO, Betty Chebe, and others.
Was the governor an interested party in that?
He was an interested party.
Did the governor swear an affidavit
He
for
did.
or against that request by the CCs?
He did in support of the officials.
So he went to court and asked the court not to implement the report.
That's
what
true.
you're saying?
That is true.
That is captured in an affidavit, correct?
Yes.
Would you then say that the governor had the intention of implementing this report?
He had no intentions of implementing the report.
To date, has the governor given any contrary audit or report of how these funds were used?
He's never.
Almost 1 year down the line.
2 years down the line.
2 years down the line. What would you say about his conduct then?
He's a complicit in the whole setup.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, thank you. I was looking at the watch. Thank you. Let's move to the other issue. Kazi Mtaani. Again, tell us when a report on the Kazi Mtaani initiative was made by the respective committee.
Kazi Mtaani, I sat as the vice chair, and the chairman was one Honorable Paul B.
Honorable Senators, may I refer you to volume 4A of the County Assembly's documents at page 229 to 355. Volume 4A, page 229 to 325. 355. Proceed, Mr. Rogoni, directly to the recommendations and findings of the committee, and tell us when this report was finalized.
This report, we did the report in the month of July. August, we came up with the report. Remember, the program started in February. And the findings, the report is with the governor, because once we've done our part as the assembly. A copy of the report is sent to the executive for implementation.
Yes.
But shockingly to date, the governor has never even implemented a single recommendation out of this report. And remember, the county government of Kericho, through the 2 municipalities, lost cumulatively 39 million.
And have you seen the response of the governor in respect to that allegation? What has he said about it?
From the replying affidavits in the previous motion, the governor alleged the county government of Kericho did not lose funds through the program. But from the report, you can see there are even companies that were not pre-qualified. They did nothing, but they were paid without a single document. I'm talking about the LSO, because if you're given a job to clean a place in town, you've got to have an LSO. Not a single LSO of all the 16 companies, 9 for Kericho and 6 for Litein municipality, were given or supplied with an LSO for them to process for the payments.
Maybe you might want to take some time and highlight, because not all of us are aware of this initiative. What was the nature of this initiative? How would it work, and who are the beneficiaries, and who are the participants of the initiative?
When the governor launched this initiative in 14th February 2023, it was meant to give an opportunity to the youth, the women, and the people, the marginalized from the 2 municipalities. That was more of like offering them a job opportunity through that program. But because there was no policy, the governor resorted to engaging those contractors who were doing jobs in the Department of Environment. Because there was no law, there was no legislation, there was no legislation to support the process. Now the governor used contractors procured in the Department of Environment underwater.
So are you saying that the money never got to the intended
now the youth
beneficiaries
and the women who appeared before the committee during the hearing, actually they were complaining because they were never paid. Initially, these contractors were supposed to pay them either weekly or after 10 days for a period that they signed the contract. But out of this, you can see from the report, there is even a contractor who was...
Take us to the specific page where those complaints were raised, and what was the nature of those complaints?
So the report is page 230 of volume 4A.
So for my understanding and for record purposes, how were the youths of Kericho County supposed to receive or to get their cash?
These contractors promised to pay them by M-Pesa.
Correct?
Each, and they were assigned duties in the various parts of the municipalities.
So was it the contractor who would subcontract the youth, or it was the county that contracted the youth directly?
It was a contractor who contracted the youths directly, but supervised by the municipality, the municipal manager of that particular municipality.
Proceed and show us the findings of the report.
You can see the whole thing is voluminous, but let me just take you to page 253, because that is where, page 253, you can see down there, 252, sorry. There was only one director who appeared before the committee, and that is 4.6, director of Gleris Company Limited and Rehisa. Again, in this program, it was so funny where a contractor with 2 companies was given the job. So you can see he explained the number of days he was given from the BQ and the amount in that BQ. Out of this particular contractor was supposed to hire. In Kericho municipality, they had anticipated to hire 70 youth, 120 youth. In Litein, it was 70. But these numbers ballooned because of the number of contractors who were given the job. But then they were supposed to still pay these men, youth, women, and the marginalized group.
So then ultimately, who were the beneficiaries of the funds that were utilized under the Kazi Mtaani initiative?
These contractors.
Those contractors. And can you confirm that the Kazi Mtaani initiative was the governor of Kericho's program?
It was squarely the governor's. That is why it is called Equalizer Kazi Mtaani. It is him who launched the program, And from the photos, if we had time, you can see, I want to believe in all the annexures, you can see the governor even pushing the wheelbarrow in one of the, during the launch of the program in both Kericho and Litein.
Indeed, I'm made to understand the governor's nickname or campaign name is
Equalizer.
Equalizer. Is that true?
That is
you want
true.
that to go on record?
That is true. Equalizer.
Thank you. How much, in your estimation or from the report, was utilized in this initiative?
For the two municipalities, it was 39 million. Kericho being 23, and the balance being for Bureti, Litein municipality, 16 million.
And have you seen the response of the governor and how he has responded to the issue? Has he made any clarification or brought documents to confirm how that?
First of all, he relied on the affidavits of the former CEC in charge of lands, once Malel Kipruto. That from what the officers gave him, the information, there was no funds lost. But the committee, where I sat as a vice chair, we felt the value for money in these programs could not be, met.
Thank you very much. So in your final submissions, of all the grounds that you have accused the governor of in terms of violating the Constitution and other laws, would you say that the governor is liable for all the impeachment charges that you brought against him?
This is one of the grounds that it shows the governor, even 2 years down the line, is never acted on this report. There are very specific recommendations where a contractor was paid. He never discharged even a duty anywhere because of even the attachments. Now, when we gave the recommendations, the governor has never even communicated back to the committee on the implementation, whether these contractors returned the money. Remember also, there's a contractor who signed for 46 days, but he was paid for 26 days. So the government of Kericho lost that money. We recommended that the contractor be surcharged or he complete the work where he was paid in excess of what he was supposed to do. That never happened, and the governor can confirm in his defense.
Thank you very much. I reserve the remaining minute for my re-exam, if need be. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, sir.
Counsel for Governor, you may proceed to cross-examine the witness.